Yo, what's going on, tribe? So last night at around 8:30 p.m. I get a DM on Instagram, right? Somebody was telling me that they found a specific plant that I was looking for in their area. That is exactly why I love plant Instagram. The people are so dope and helpful. The plant's not extremely rare or anything, but it is pretty rare for this location. It's at a Home Depot, so that means we get a good price point on it, and yeah, I haven't been able to find it anywhere else. So she said there was about 3 healthy ones last night when she went. I'm hoping she didn't tell too many people that, because first thing this morning, I'm about to drive 40 minutes in rush hour to go get mine, because I need that. But hey, before I get this video started, like in the last video, if you guys have any problems, stress, anything weighing you down, stopping you from feeling like your best self, then I need you guys to look at that for me. Look at it, look at it, look at it, and give it that. You feel me? Now let's go ahead and get this thing started. Yeah, bruh, go ahead and mix that healthy stuff up on him real quick, bruh. Got the endless on deck. Alright, he pouring the water into the shot glass, into the mason jar. Hey, my man making potions right here. My man putting the powder in it. The powder, hey, put the top on, bro. You know what you gotta do next. You already know. My man here. Hey, he got some oil. Hey, dog. Hey, oh, he gonna drink it. Hey, he drink. Are you good, bro? Oh my God! Damn, this stuff is strong, but I feel like that's actually what instills the discipline in you. Because if you could take something that doesn't taste good first thing in the morning, because you know it benefits your body, you know it benefits your mind, then I feel like your body will pay you back. Hey man, I don't know, man. I need some water. I ain't going back and forth with you. I'm living my best life. Alright, so I am at Home Depot, and of course it's one of those shopping centers that try to take all your money. They got a Home Depot right there, a Lowe's down the street, a Target, a Home Goods, a Marshalls, a Ross, a Michaels. Hey, everything. If you need something, they got it right here. But we're not about to let them take all our bands like that. We're here for one thing only.
We're gonna be doing one thing and one thing only. Killing Nazis.
Say what?
I'm gonna go inside this Home Depot. I have no idea why it's packed right now. It's like everybody woke up first thing in the morning and was like, hey, I need some depots for my home. But hey, I'm not about to let that stop me. I know my plant is in there waiting for me. I probably won't bring the vlog camera in there, but I'm gonna show you guys plenty of plants throughout the day. I have to go to my nursery later on, and I know they let me record in there, so I'll give you a quick little tour of that, and I'll show you guys what I get later on throughout the day. I only have one plant on the agenda, but hey, I wouldn't be the plant daddy if I moved like that, you feel me? Alright, so that was fast enough, right? I'm gonna show you guys what I got real quick, just a little preview. If you recognize that plant, then you are dope, because you know your shit. But I'm about to run into this Lowe's real quick just to see what they have since I'm out here. I know a few of you guys asked me if I shop at Lowe's and Home Depot often, and it's a yes and a no. I'll definitely get the larger plants from there because the price point is unbeatable, but it gets pretty comparable when you get to the smaller plants, and the nurseries definitely take better care of those. So run in here real quick just to see what they have. I've wanted a Chinese fan palm for months now, and 3 weeks ago I saw one at another far ass Lowe's, so maybe they'll have one here or there. They wanted $44 for that, and hey, we too frugal for all that.
I got you some napkins too.
Thank you, Ginga.
I wanted to get more, but I didn't get the chance.
Anyway, I had to stop home before I drop this off because I don't want it sitting in my car like this while I'm in there. So I'll show you guys a better view of it there, talk about the care of it just in case you are interested in one, and then I'll be heading out to the nursery. So I'll see you guys back at the crib.
Back and forth with you bitches, living my best life.
Alright, so as you guys can see, I just made it home, beat the rain, but I have to go back out there and go to the nursery. And I'm gonna give you guys a walkthrough on that whole thing, give you a tour of my favorite place, and show you why that you should make your nursery your favorite little chill spot, as long as it's not mine as well. Like that'll fuck up everything. But I do have to go back out there. I don't have to buy anything, but I am returning something, just some fertilizer that I never ended up using. The seed's about to go bad, you know, I'll be waiting till the last minute sometimes. But before I do that, I'm gonna show you guys what I picked up from Lowe's, cause it's crazy. The synchronicities are real, bruh. The synchronicities are real, bro. I was just telling you guys how I wanted a fan palm tree, and they had this Mexican fan palm sitting there. It was still $44, but you know I wasn't going like that. This had a damaged leaf on it, and I talked to Shorty. It was right here, I cut it off. But I talked to Shorty, she was super cool, and she was like, all right, so what, you want it for $20? Would that work for you? You know I was like, hell yeah. This thing is sick, bruh. I can't wait to nurse this thing back to health. And it's not even that bad. Like, this is fine for real. Look at this, bruh. Like, if you walked in somebody's spot and you saw that, bruh, you getting the hose. Last thing before I go, I'm gonna show you what I got from Home Depot this morning real quick. This is the Alocasia zebrina. This is a type of elephant ear. I'm sure you've seen those. This is the most common form of them. And they have these black beauty queen thing. I don't know, some beautiful ass name, elephant ear. And I thought this was actually gonna be this size. Look at this leaf difference, bro. That is crazy. Damn. But enough of all that. I'll show you guys all this stuff when I get back here, and I'm gonna do a little plant haul at the end of this, because I highly doubt that I go to the nursery and not buy anything. It's just not my character, man. It's not my character. So hope you enjoy this walkthrough and voiceover. I'm assuming it's gonna be a voiceover, and I'll catch you back here at the end of the video for the plant haul.
Ding 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 dum dum bam bam.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another voiceover. I'm gonna give you guys a quick little walkthrough of my nursery, show you guys a few plants, show you guys what I'm gonna pick up. I'm gonna pick up a few things from here. But when I come in here, I always stop past this little corner that has this tabletop pond. This thing is amazing to me. I really want one for the crib. It has this pretty lightweight base. I'm not exactly sure what it's made out of, but on top of that, they sit some lava stone, and the plants can actually root inside of that and grow off that. So they have some ferns and polka dot plants, pillias, mosses, a bunch of stuff growing off of that. You could even possibly put some fish in there, and hey, I think it'll make anybody's crib pop for real. And then moving outside, to follow up with last week's video, then people were talking about what type of pond that you could use, or any type of, like, you know, stuff to put in your yard. This would be perfect. It's a really easy pond, but it's decent size. They sell these plants. You could buy a bunch of plants for that and design that however you want, and it's built pretty much exactly how it looks. They just put a bunch of wood together, nailed that, leveled it out on some blocks, put a pond liner on the inside of that, and they were good to go. So I'm thinking about doing this project as well, even though I always say that, but it would be pretty dope to have something to put these lily pads inside of. Like, who doesn't want some lily pads? If you've ever bought an arrangement from me, then you would recognize these palm leaves. They're just way bigger right here. So like I tell you guys, if anything ever happens or they're starting to outgrow, then you can repot them, and hey, one day you may have one as big as that. But moving into the nursery, or at least my favorite part of the nursery, this place is huge, but this is the tropical plant section. As soon as I walked in, I saw these neon pothos. I love pothos simply because they're great. They're really easy to take care of. They're great in low light. They are some vining plants. They really make your place have a little pop to them. And when I'm picking them out, I always try to go for the longest one that I'm looking for to have that look. And so I saw this one, had to throw that in the basket, you know what I'm saying? Had to cop. And then I walked over, saw these snake plants, another great low light plant, easy to take care of. They have a bunch of different varieties. Same with pothos, there's so many different varieties. This right here is actually my favorite snake plant variety, or I really like the way the pattern is on them. I would have got, but they're cheaper elsewhere. They also had these Chinese evergreens that had these really interesting blooms on them. They look like peace lily blooms. I've actually never seen that. And so that's pretty dope. Another low light plant. This is actually the plant from Lowe's. If you look back at that clip, this plant was in there for $10. At this nursery is $20. So that just goes to show you guys, you know, you may find something else for a better price point at other places. Just some air plants. I use them for my dart frog tank sometimes. If you want one, typically try to get the ones that have roots already on them. The roots actually develop in the air. You just soak the plant once a week or so. Some more vining plants. I love these things. Here I have a lemon lime philodendron. I actually bought one the other week when I was supposed to be curtain shopping, because that's just the way I go. Some carnivorous plants. Everybody always asks me where I get them from. This is the spot. But these right here are actually my favorite plants of all, which are caletheas or prayer plants. They have amazing patterns on them, so many different variations. And at nighttime, they stand up. They put their leaves straight up to, I guess, shield from the light a little bit. And then you can see the underneath of them. It has this really, really beautiful color. It's like a purple burgundy-ish color. And all of them have that. And I actually don't have this one right here, but I don't really need that right now. Peep this philodendron, though. Look at those roots. Look at that development. I cannot wait till mine gets that big. Same with this one right here, another huge one. This is some real Jumanji. This is some real Jumanji shit right here. So I'm looking forward to the day. I've had this huge thing with palms lately, if you can't tell, and this one's definitely caught my eye. But I peeped the price, and that's $50. If you guys ever see a plant that you like but you don't want to pay that price, check around. They may have some smaller versions of it, like right here. This was $5.49, which is still a little bit expensive, but I have faith in my growing skills to take care of that and, you know, raise that to be a huge plant one day. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw that in a terracotta pot, put that in my shopping cart, because hey, I needs that. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out this place. It's time for me to get up out of here. I think I'm just gonna go home with these two things for right now. Debating on the palm. It's $6 for this little piece, but I really like it. Whoa, what is this thing right here? What is this? I'm trying to bring one of them jumps before every single ritual I do.
Your garden club member?
Yeah, 15. Thank you so much. Alright, so that's pretty much going to conclude this video. I'm going to give you a quick review of all the plants that I got, because it ended up being a lot more than I intended to do originally, because hey, you know how life goes. First thing I did was set out to get this Alocasia Sabrina. I showed it to you already, but it is an elephant ear that has these stripe patterns on it that really make it stand out. For general care of these things, they require medium light to high sunlight, but not direct light. They will burn, and keep the soil moist but not too wet, because from my experience with elephant ears, when you have the soil too wet, they immediately turn yellow, the leaves immediately turn yellow and fall off, and you do not want that. If you see one of these plants in your area, then hop on it, cop it. Something tells me that they're going to be hot soon if they aren't already. If you find it for $25, especially like how I did, you will not regret that. Next, I got the Mexican fan palm. You guys know how excited I am for that. They require less water than the general palm tree, like a palm tree that you would have in Florida. That just makes sense. So when you're taking care of your plants, try to know the origin where they come from and give them the care that they would get in that environment. But yeah, these add an amazing accent to anybody's space, so if you come across one of those, hop on that as well. Moving on to another palm, I got this lady palm. You guys know that I was eyeing the bigger one, but ain't nobody dropping $50 on that. So I copped this one. I'm going to put it in a 4-inch terracotta pot right now. It grows to 6 feet, so I'll upgrade the pot as time goes on and keep you guys updated on that journey. For the care for these, they require medium sunlight and keep the soil moist and let it dry out just a little bit. It could be like that. The lady told me that they're really hardy, so if you have any pets that like to mess up your plants or anything, they'll be good for you. Next up, I got this neon pothos. Super easy to take care of. They come in a bunch of different varieties. You can keep them in low light, medium light, and this is just super easy for any beginner. You can have them grow up on something and vine down, or have them on the ground and vine up on something. So yeah, they're pretty versatile. Keep the soil moist but not too wet, because same with these will turn yellow extremely fast and fall off. The roots will rot super fast. Last up, I got these Photonias, also known as nerve plants, as you can see why. It's another thing that's super easy to take care of. Low light, keep the soil wet. They're cool. That's gonna conclude this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe down below if you have not, which I know you haven't because it's only like 44 of y'all, so you don't even gotta lie. Just go down there and press that button. I hope that you enjoyed this haul. I'm about to get on a consistent schedule with these videos. I'm gonna be making them weekly. So with that said, I'm gonna see y'all next week. I love you, stay dope, and peace.